Hello everyone. I decided to, not decided, I needed to record another video. Some students had alerted me of the BIF I had with the other recording. So what had happened was it's only doing one window recording. And thank you everyone who had provided emails. I think someone even commented on the video. But thanks you for doing that. So I just wanted to re-record the feedback section and do it on the right window. So. Um, as you guys know, I had marked your schedules and your cash budget tabs, and all the students here had submitted that as well. And what I was going over that didn't work so well was just the feedback for that. So I wanted to show you some of the formulas that I saw some errors in. The main ones to start off would be in the schedules here. And I'm going to show you the formulas just so you guys can take a crack at it, or not take a crack at it, but be able to know what it is. The units purchased was one that a lot of students weren't getting with the offset formula. It's important to know with the offset formula, you need to have a formula here, but also you'll notice it says E27 plus E27. That's because it's referencing here to this row, and there's formulas in here which are if statements. So really important that you do understand this formula. I would take a look at the offset formula after you've done this and just make sure you understand exactly what you're doing there, because that's one of the key learnings from this course is how to learn that offset formula. It's something you haven't done in the past, but will be very, very useful for you in practice once you're out in the working world. All right. And so the next one here that I wanted to go over was the formulas that I saw the most struggle with students on. For the most part, everyone got to about this point, row 34, 35. Okay, everything seemed to be working fine, but then the interest received and interest paid formula is one a lot of students struggled with. I shouldn't say a lot actually. There was only a very few students actually struggled with this, but I do want to show you how it works with the if statement. That what we're basically saying is that there should be interest received if there's no borrowing. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you the formula there. You can take a look at it. And then the interest paid is the flip side. So we should be paying interest if we are borrowing money. So then it references down to both formulas you'll notice are referencing to C46 for the if statement. So C46 or just row, I should say row 46, which is the amount of loan required. That's all done there. And again, in these formulas, it says interest received. That's just referencing back to the general tab where the interest percentage is. What this answer key or this template here that I have that has all the formulas, what it's done here is actually named the cell. If you actually go back to general and I click on the interest received, I believe, oh, I thought that would be, somehow it's named it, but that's something you don't have to worry about. You just have to go back and link it to that interest so that it calculates the interest for you. Then the next thing would be the minimum cash balance. So this formula here has to be in row 46, has to be an if statement, because you'll only be borrowing money if you're not meeting the minimum cash balance. Again, min bal is just the name of the cell back here, so it's referencing back to here because it needs to reference back to the fact that there's a minimum balance requirement. So the if statement, you're only going to borrow if, sorry, going back to here, you're only going to borrow if you're under the minimum balance, and then the formula is to borrow till the minimum balance. So the example here, this formula is checking this number, row 44, to see if it's under the minimum balance. So right now you have the minimum balance at 20,000. It shows that you have a balance of negative 53,000. So then what this is doing is it's calculating the amount that you need to achieve the minimum balance. So again, it's borrowing 73,612 so that you can have a minimum balance of $20,000. That makes sense? Hopefully it does. I'm asking a question and you're not going to be able to even answer it. But yeah, so that is how that part of it works. And and I think that should do it in terms of what I was trying to show you in the last lecture. Thank you.